what's going on, everyone? It is B. Avery here for another episode of Just My Opinion. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. And it has been quite a time since I've done any anime reviews on my channel. The last time was a few years ago, maybe 3 years ago with Dragon Ball Super. But we're back because I've been wanting to get into anime. I was really into anime in junior high and high school, but when I got to college, just a little bit, and it just kind of faded away, out of my life. Not that I had anything against anime. I don't know, I got busy and like anime and video games just kind of escaped my life, but I'm trying to get back in. And what a way to get back in with this Netflix series review, Yasuke, a Black Samurai story with Lakeith Stanfield voicing the role. And I'm super duper excited about it. However, I am not alone today. I have a guest who has been on the show before in the past, coming from Louisiana, Mr. OneTakeBigDog, aka the king of anime. What's going on, my brother? What's going on? How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm great, man. I'm excited to talk anime with you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because I know you covered that a ton on your channel. And I was just, I think it was last week, I was hollering at you like, hey, man, I'm trying to get back into anime. Do you have any recommendations? You listed a few good things, and, I'm here for it. And actually, the last anime I watched, I didn't review, was that King and Ashura that's on Netflix. And if y'all haven't watched it, it's cold as hell. They got 2 seasons, and everybody getting their ass whooped on each episode. So check it out. But yeah, man, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to talk some anime with you, and I'm pretty excited. So my expectations for this was pretty high. How about yours?
You know what? I avoided the trailers and everything. Once I heard about what it was and the concept, and I think I saw I didn't see I saw a still of it, and I heard about Lakeith Stanfield voicing the character, and so I was just like, I want to go into this kind of blind because I know how Netflix anime is. A lot of times it's like hit and miss, but for the majority, they usually get it done, especially with something with like much more mature content. So I was just like, it was. I ain't gonna say it was high, but like it was up there.
Already. Well, that's what's up, man. Well, we're gonna be talking to season 1, and that they advertise it's like we're gonna have more than one season. This also will, it's not gonna be a heavy spoiler review, because I want, people to witness it for themselves. But I mean, I'm not gonna trip if you do spoil something. It's no big deal. I don't think people are gonna be just tripping like that or whatever. But yeah, we got this series right here, Yasuke, or Yasuke. I think I'm saying it right. If I'm incorrect, don't butcher me in the comments. But actually, before we get into the review, and here's an image of a Black samurai. Like there really was a Black samurai in real life. This I think is like loosely based on that. In real life, we were supposed to get a live action movie with our brother Chadwick Boseman, but unfortunately, he's not here anymore. So rest in peace, my brother. Rest in power. It was on his filmography, but they took it off. But now we have Lakeith Stanfield coming through to fulfill the role. And I think he did a great job. And I will go ahead and say off top that I really did enjoy this show. I really did enjoy this series. It's only 6 episodes. If you didn't know, each one is like less than 30 minutes long. And so it's really like a 2.5, 3-hour movie. And so like OneTake was saying, my expectations were quite high, and I really did enjoy it. It was some things that kind of was new to me, and I was like, okay, what's going on? I don't understand the world that they're trying to create here, because this takes place in feudal Japan in the 16th century. So technology supposedly could only go so far. However, they have robots in this thing and cyborgs, and I didn't know if I was watching an anime, like a samurai show or Gundam Wing or something, Transformers. You know what I'm saying? But it was cool though. It was cool. I mean, it's anime. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not tripping on that. But one of the things I really did like about the show was the sense of the community that it had. It showed the importance on how important it is to band together, as a group of people, and you scratch my back, I scratch yours. The sword fighting wasn't much hand-to-hand fighting, but the sword fighting was pretty dope. I did like that. This guy right here, if you run up, you're gonna get done up. You know what I'm saying? And so I like that right there. But yeah, overall, I really did enjoy it. And if they do have a season 2, I definitely will be tuning in because it was pretty good to me. And so I don't know how the expert over here feels, and comparing that to other animes, he may feel it sucks ass. But how did you feel about this, man? How did you feel?
Nah, no, that definitely doesn't suck ass. Like I thought it was good, well executed. One of the things I probably say I appreciate the most is like the story within it, and I feel like it's a character driven story. But you know, with anime, you get all your exaggerated things. Like everything in anime is exaggerated to the highest degree. Like the sword fights, you know, the battles, like the connection between people. Everything is exaggerated completely. Like friendships that you make in 30 minutes, there are that you're willing to sacrifice your life for those people. You know what I'm saying? So in that element, I really feel like they got that down pat. And another thing I really enjoy just about any story, especially when I'm watching the anime, it's like the hero. And I like Yasuke simply because of the fact that he's not this super overpowered guy. I am not a big fan of overpowered characters. Like a character can be amazingly strong, but I like when they're also vulnerable too. And in this, they definitely display that he's not just beating everybody he comes across. He's a guy who really kind of just wants to mind his business. He get put in like tough situations that he doesn't necessarily know how he's gonna get out of, and the way he gets out of them, it don't seem like it don't feel like an ass pull. It feels like something earned. Somebody like it feels like it's a situation that makes sense when you go back and watch it. It doesn't seem like, oh, we just had to get the hero out of this situation just because he's the hero. I enjoy stuff like that. Some of the side characters I really enjoyed. There were 4 in particular that weren't just completely focused in on, but they were focused in on enough to where you get to see their personality and get like some interesting stuff that happens with them.
Right on, right on. I think I may know who you're talking about. I don't have an image for them, but are you talking about the other black guy that was in this with the robot?
Yes.
Yeah. So whether or not if you've seen the show, there's this group of I guess you can call them what I was gonna call them bandits. What is it called when somebody's like a hired gun or something? Not a henchman, but a bounty hunter.
Mercenary? Yeah, bounty hunters, mercenaries.
Yeah. Mercenary. They're kind of like mercenary bounty hunters, just going job to job, like, hey, we need you to kill this person or defend us, we'll pay you some money. They really don't have their loyalty really is not founded in any group. It's just where the money resides. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. Where the money resides.
What the money reside? What the money reside?
That's where they loyalty lies. You know what I'm saying? Where the money resides. And I like the transition of their motivation and who they end up banding with. Because at first I'm like, okay, this is just some offshoot group. They're not that important. I really don't like them. But without going too far in the spoilers, towards the end of the series, they became a group of characters I actually liked, loved, and respected. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. Because there was that one thing with the priests. I was like, this is just horrible how y'all are, trying to take because the main thing is, okay, good. The main thing about the show is good versus evil. Of course, evil always trying to take over, and no matter how much power they have, they want more power. They just want to rule everything. And so there's this little girl right here that has a certain power that is she just the baddest of the bad, but she don't have that experience. She don't really know how to use her power. And the evil demonic forces are trying to capture her, take her power so they can, have more dominance over the world, over the land. And our brother Yasuke here, Lakeith Stanfield, he's tasked with saving the day, And so I really, to be honest with you, I forgot what point I was about to make, but I do like that. I really did care for the girl's character. That was pretty dope right there. And just the way they all kind of just banded together and wanted to protect her, that sense of community was super dope to me. Super dope. And like you said, I really did like that group of 4 people. They really did turn over a new leaf, made a complete 180 transition from beginning of the show towards the end. Oh yeah, I was talking about that priest or whatever. Like I like the sense of humanity that they had during that scene. you know, when they kind of switch sides or kind of like went their own way.
Yeah.
That's
See,
where go ahead.
that was actually one of the things I was going to point out is that I think it was at that moment where I was just like, okay, these guys aren't necessarily bad. It's just they have things that they're trying to. They just want some money. But like the way the priest was going about doing certain things, it's like, dude, we're not here for that. We came for one thing and one thing only. You doing all this extra stuff, we ain't here for. And it was a moment where I think it was I think it might have been like the lady that's in the group, the tall beast lady. She was just like, "Yo, you're not talking to any slaves right now. Like, yo, like watch your tone." So I was just like, "Okay, these people ain't no pushover. Like, they gonna stand on their own 2 feet." And it's like, hey, just because you paying us don't mean you finna run over us. And I enjoyed that. That could have completely been like overshadowed and looked over, but when you have moments with them later on in the episode, you're like, okay, it seems like something that was foreshadowed earlier. Even like with 6 episodes, they were able to cover a lot of things and establish a lot of characters and like there's certain traits to them. So once they did certain things later on, it made sense in the story.
Right on. I feel you, man. Good point. Good observation right there. Now, let me just talk about a couple of things that I didn't like, and it really didn't bother me towards the end of the series. It was really just in like episodes 1 and 2. First, when they was like putting up like title cards and whatever, kind of showing you like what year it was hard for. I got bad eyes, even with glasses.
Oh man,
it was hard for me to distinguish what the words were. And also kind of them jumping back and forth from like the present day, well, in the 1500s to like 20 years ago. It took me a while to kind of figure out what was going on. Like, okay, wait a minute. Why is his build different and his hair is completely different? What's the time jump right here? That was a little off-putting for me. But other than that, that's the only thing I didn't like. And just maybe like another nitpick. I love the show. I love the series, but this also doesn't have to do with like physical fighting, not hand to hand, but sword to sword fighting. There's also, astral projection and powers and manipulation like that, mind control, things of that nature. And I don't necessarily know the rules of the powers and how far they can go. I mean, you got regular people that's able to put up force fields and and it's just like, okay, that's cool, but I don't know how far it can go. And as far as the rules of this universe is concerned, I mean, maybe that could have been fleshed out a little bit more, but in the least, I was still very entertained. You know what I'm saying? It didn't like ruin the series for me. You have anything that you any dislikes or anything like that?
Before that, actually, what was your first point? The first one you had made?
Like it wasn't just
the
physical fighting.
Okay.
They had like astral projection and what I have it written down right here. Like it had to do with like spiritual realm powers, the astral plane, and like the metaphysical world and stuff like that.
Yeah. I see. I feel you. I feel you on a couple of things that you said. One, the title cards, those did kind of get confusing because the font they chose was very, very weird. And most of the time, I never actually read like the main stuff. I would just read the one at the bottom, which basically said what year it was in, and I knew it was a flashback because the way they did the flashbacks was it start off in black and white and then it'll fade to color. That's how I knew we was in a flashback. As far as I probably would have had a big problem with like the whole astral projection and all those powers and things being introduced if they didn't show it in the beginning, where like I saw like, hey, we're fighting not extraterrestrial, but like God-like beings or something. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I was just kind of like, okay, I give it a pass for it, even though you're right, it's not fully flushed out completely. But one thing there are probably a couple things I noticed because I watch a lot of anime and I watch a lot of dubbed and subbed anime. In the earlier parts of the first episode, well, I would say like the first episode, I know when you like doing voice acting, you're supposed to make sure when you're talking that the character's talking. So and when you're dubbing over something, you have to there's like funny little tricks that you have to make sure you're paying attention. And some of the early on in like the first episode, the keys was kind of off a little bit, and I can tell that just because I watch a lot of anime. Another thing that kind of got to me is the young lady that Yasuke was protecting. Her power set got a little. She's OP is like
Yeah.
hell, and
Yeah.
it feel like when she didn't know nothing about this, but there's a time when she's getting chased and she's just like sliding on clotheslines. I'm like, yo, how did you
Yeah.
get this cold out of nowhere?
Yeah. I give you
Like,
that.
I'm like,
Yeah.
if she started being able to control them powers pretty damn quick. And
Yeah.
I felt like if it was maybe a week or two time passed, but
Mm-hmm.
like no, it felt like it was like I think it was like a couple of days. So I'm like, Shawty, have you been keeping this? Have you been practicing?
Right.
Like this time you ran away or something? And that was probably my only. And what happens to Yasuke? One of the things that happened to Yasuke towards the end, I was just kind of like, I wish you wouldn't have did that because I kind of like he kind of did.
Is it the mid-credit scene?
No.
Okay. Okay.
It's like it's what happens in like the final battle. I was just kind of like, I understand it. I understand that this girl is like all powerful, but I kind of wish they would have went about that in a different way.
Okay. I'm gonna have to holler at you after this because I want to know exactly what you're talking about or whatever. So you know that's cool there. I almost forgot to talk about this. Usually when I'm watching shows and series and stuff, I normally don't. I always skip through the intro. You know, with the opening credits and all that stuff. But I sat through this one because I really do like the song. The music for this show, the soundtrack was dope. They had an opening song called Black Gold. I actually Shazammed it because I'm like, I want to know the name of this so I can jam it in my car. So it has a nice it's the composer's called The Flying Lotus. And so I'm gonna have to look this group or person or persons up to see more content that they've put out. Because I really did like that opening song, Black Gold. That was dope to me. I don't know how you feel about that, but it was cool to me. I really did like it. I really did like it.
I'm always with anime. I'm always gonna listen to the opening at least once just to see if it's good because anime openings are a lot of times fantastic, and I thought this one was good as well, and I never skipped it in either of the episodes.
Nice. Same here, man. Same here. But yeah, man. That it look. I'm gonna continue to get in your ear like, hey, one take. What's next, man? What should I watch as far as anime is concerned? Because I mean, it's fun. And I'm always trying to grow my brand and expand and reach more viewers. And one thing, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of black people out there that do talk anime. I don't know of them, but I'm gonna try to dip my toe in and maybe eventually get up on in the deep end. I'm just getting my toes wet right now. But overall, guys, I really did enjoy the series. It had a great lead with Lakeith Stanfield. I like the story. I like the plot. I like the animation. I like the music and I like the fighting and even all the extraterrestrial, monsters and powers and robots and stuff like that. It was cool. Even if they didn't have that in this show, I still thought it would have been dope. But overall, I give this 2 thumbs up. And my only complaint is that font that we was talking about, with the title cards and stuff like that. So that's just how I feel. And one take, what are your final words for the series and how you feel about it?
Yeah, this is one everybody been asking me how, like, even just today everybody been blowing me up like, hey, what's your thoughts on Yasuke? What's your thoughts on Yasuke? Overall, I feel like it's a really good anime. Can't wait to. I'm pretty sure it's guaranteed to get a season 2. Hopefully in those other seasons we get to see just more sword fighting. When the sword fighting was actually just going with just like single, no power stuff going on, it was really, really good. So I'm hoping we see more of that. I'm hoping we get to flush out more of like these powers. There's a part of me Yasuke is the main character, and I want to see him get something. Like I can't help but to want to see him get something. I do think Lakeith Stanfield was really good. He brought that gritty tone to the character that we usually only see in like Japanese voice acting. So I enjoyed that part of it. Like I said, the only thing I had was a few like nitpicks about certain progressions for certain characters, specifically the young lady we were following. But other than that, this is a definite recommendation for me.
Already. Well, guys, again, that is our short little review for season 1 of Yasuke on Netflix. You can go ahead and check it out right now if you do have a subscription. I even have a trailer reaction that I haven't uploaded yet for this show. I'm gonna probably upload that tomorrow. And just always come back for more. You can follow both of us on social media. You have our handles right here up on the channel, up on the page, and also if you are like everything that One Take Big Dog has to say, there is a link to his YouTube channel down in the description box. He talks about anime all the time. And again, you can also follow. Let me go ahead and share the screen real quick. I thought I had it ready. Hold on. Why is this? Now we're gonna share the thing. Hold on. What's going on? Share. Hold on. I gotta do it right. Here we go, right here. My fault, y'all. There is his channel right there. On my channel tab, you can go check that out. He talks about this stuff all the time. I see Dragon Quest and Demon Slayer and Invincible, all that stuff. That's what we finna go do right now. We are both finna go watch Invincible, and we're gonna be geeking out about it tomorrow on my channel. I think 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure you subscribe and come back for that as well. But guys, again, that will conclude this episode of Just My Opinion, and I want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget, and my name is Brandon Keith Avery. That's One Take Big Dog. And that's just my opinion. Peace out. I'll see you next time.